Hello students, welcome back to another online English class. I am teacher Lorena and we're gonna start with a grammar review. As you remember, we were checking the speculation and deduction vocabulary. So we're gonna continue checking that today, okay? And later on, we can continue practicing on the class. So let's start. As you remember, we were checking this part of the vocabulary, which is the weather, okay? So right now we're gonna move on to a reading. And here we have a chat, okay, between two people. And we are going to answer the statements true or false. If you remember the video where I told you that you have to first read the answers and then you're gonna go to the text to find each one of the answers. First, you have to read, okay? It's important for you to read the statements first so you know what the text is gonna be about. So, for example, in here we have like some countries or a country. So we are going to deduct that it's talking about some place. So we have answer the statements true or false. Ben is on a still vacation in Brazil. 2. Lucia received a postcard from Ben. Number 3. It probably rained on his vacation. Number 4. There was a hurricane. Number 5. He definitely didn't go to Rio. And number 6. Ben calls while they are chatting. Okay? So we're gonna complete this part or read this part, and remember, don't stop if you have a word that you don't know, okay? Just continue reading. So it's between Jaigal and Lucha. So we have, hi Lucia, is Ben back from Brazil yet? No, later today. It must have been great cause he hasn't been in touch. What do you think the weather was like? It must have been pretty rainy at this time of year. Do you think there was a hurricane? No, there couldn't have been a hurricane. They are rare in Brazil. Do you know where he was going? He must have gone to Iguazu Falls because that's where they were landing. But after that, I don't know. He must have gone to Rio, right? Everyone goes to Rio. He might not have gone there. His dad wanted to see the Amazon and his mom wanted to go to the Fontanel swampland. So they might not have had time to go to Rio as well. Yeah, I guess Brazil is a pretty big country. BRB, phone, Ben, call you later, BFM, okay? As you can see, we have a pretty informal email, okay? So, for example, in the first part, we have later, okay? We have an L, an 8, and ER, which is later. We also have great, okay? At, which is the sign. And at the end, we have BRB. BRB stands for be right back, okay? Be right back, phone, Ben. Call you later, and bye for now, okay? So yeah, that is like pretty informal information. So yeah. Okay, so now let's answer the questions. For number one, we have Ben is on still vacation in Brazil. Is that true or false? So yes, excellent. That is false, okay? Because he gets back today. So yeah, he's no longer in vacation. Number two, Lucia received a postcard from Ben. That is also false, okay? Because in that part it says that he hasn't been in touch. So he hasn't like communicated with her. With number three, it probably rained on his vacation. That is exactly true. Very good. So yeah, it rains a lot. So yeah, for number four, there was a hurricane. Exactly, that is false. In the text, we can find that hurricanes are rare in Brazil. Okay, then we have, he definitely didn't go to Rio. Number five is false. Okay, excellent. Because his parents wanted to go or to do other things. So he may have gone, okay? So yeah, they go. And finally, number six, Ben calls while they are chatting. Yeah, that is true. That's why he has to like cut the conversation because he has to answer the phone. Okay, so excellent, very good. All of that of those are the correct answers. So excellent. Now moving on, we're gonna continue with the next page, which is this part. Okay, you already did the speaking part, but right now I want you to take a look at this little part in here. Okay, so here we have, we use a modal plus have plus past participle to make deductions and speculations about the past. So lots of students failed the exam. It must have been difficult. It couldn't have been easy. Okay? With that we are speculating, okay, because we don't know something that it's 100% true. We are just saying that, okay? So yeah. Then we're gonna have underline these sentences in the chat session. 3 things that Lucia is sure about Ben's vacation. Okay, we're going to again go back to the text and underline 3 things that Lucia is sure. Okay, something that it's very probable to happen. So for this, we're gonna use color pink. Okay, so I am going to use color pink while I am drawing. And let's go to draw. So moving back to the text, which is in here, what is the first thing that Lucia is sure? Yes, so we have, it must have been great. Okay, why? Because we have must. That is saying that it's sure, okay? Must, it's talking about more certain things, okay? Excellent. The second one, it must have been pretty rainy. Okay, so yeah, she's also certain about that. And the last one, he must have gone to Iguazu Falls. So that is also something that is she's like completely certain about that. Then we have in number 2, something Lucia is sure didn't happen. Okay, why is she sure about something that it's not happening or didn't happen? So the first one is they couldn't have there couldn't have been a hurricane. For that we're gonna use color blue. Okay? So there couldn't have been a hurricane. Why? Because it's less probable. Okay? Then we have number 3. It says something Lucia isn't sure happened. Okay? So she isn't sure. The first one is he might not have gone there. So like this. Okay. Oh, I forgot to change the color. Green. Okay, we're gonna change it for green. He might not have gone there. Okay. Why? Because it's less probable. Okay. Also, we have they might not have had time. So that it's going from more probable to less probable. Must, it's like almost 100% sure. Could, more or less, okay? And might is like not really probable. So that is how you're going to identify each one of the modal verbs, as I told you on one presentation that we already had. So very good. And we're gonna answer this part, okay? Rewrite the sentences about Ben's vacation. There's no way it snowed in Brazil. So how can we rewrite these sentences? So in the first one we have, it couldn't have snowed in Brazil. Why? We have to use a modal, okay? And we have already there the modal. Then have, as we are looking in this part, in the look part, modal could with not, have, and the past participle, snowed, okay? So we are saying that that is not really probable, okay? But we are not pretty sure that that happened. Then, perhaps there was a storm. How can you change the second sentence? So in this one, it's going to change because as you can see, we can say there might, or they might, or they could have been a storm. We are changing this was into been, okay? Because remember, it's past participle. So yeah, we're gonna use the past participle of was, been. Excellent. It was definitely humid. Do you have the answer? Excellent. We have, it must have been humid. Why? Because we are saying definitely. This definitely means that you are 100% sure of what you are saying. So if you are 100% sure, you're gonna use must, okay? So yeah, then you're gonna change the was again for been and yeah, the rest of the word of the sentence. And finally we have, maybe he crossed the border to Argentina. What do you think is the correct answer in there? So yes, we have He may or might or could have crossed the border into Argentina. Okay? So when we have maybe, we are assuming a possibility. Okay? It's not 100% sure. So we're gonna use may, might, or could. So do you remember all of this? Because remember that we already checked this part. So what we are going to do is the following. I think we're gonna finish with this, and I am going to see you on the online class, okay? So don't forget to take all your notes and to complete all of the information that we just like check, okay? If you have any question, you can look to the past video that we check the all of the speculation and deduction topic, so you can remember, or you can check another videos about it. But I think it's like pretty clear. Okay, we're gonna continue practicing, don't worry. We're gonna still doing exercises about this. So I hope you have an excellent day and see you later in the online English class by Zoom. Okay, goodbye guys, see you, take care please.